All right, welcome back to game 2. Osse having taken game 1 with some interesting various skipping shenanigans, reverse acid dives, all sorts of weird stuff going on. Zoast also doing a lot of those things, just didn't quite get to them as quickly. About to start game 2. We'll see if Zoast can take this to a game 3. Once again, my name is Tracy M. With me today is Shy Guy, aka Metroid MST. How you doing, MST?
I am doing all right. And this time, a quick shout out to our tracker, WXFan21.
Absolutely. I mean, trackers,
doing
true
the
MVPs.
hardest job
Yes.
with this tracker.
The area tracker is not for the faint of heart.
If you think playing the game is hard, try working this tracker. Anyway, so Zoast is down a game. So he's got to, try, win one to try and force a game 3 here. So we'll see what happens.
Fighting for his tournament life.
This is winner's bracket, right?
So, no, this is losers.
Oh, okay, never mind then. So yes, he is fighting for his tournament life. So once again, the mode is major minor with full area shuffle and boss shuffle.
Osse deciding maybe the chair wasn't such a great idea. Using a normal sprite.
The chair did win. Now, I am upset neither runner has been using the palette shuffle. The actual best randomizer feature.
Let's see
what being major minor, we're going to get a more fall in one of these first 2 locations. They're going to hope for the power bomb to scout out the meme route connector here, but depends on what the seed wants to give them. And oh my gosh,
your favorite. Yeah, because
reserve.
Yeah, just so y'all know, you cannot skip that reserve tank. The planet will not awaken until you pick that reserve tank. So yeah,
I believe it was Random League season 2. I tried that and found out.
And of course, we'll have to get this morph ball in the ceiling. Easy peasy. Deboost up there. We do get power bombs. Okay. See if we can get a super pack would be really nice.
They are not going to check Billy Mays for that.
No. No one checks Billy Mays in major minor. Or I shouldn't say no one checks it. I should say no one should ever check Billy Mays in major minor. In any kind of full rando, yeah, by all means, you got the power bombs, go do it.
So I'm thinking even if they do get supers, I don't think Zoast is going to check the right connectors this time. I don't know what exactly his thought process was last race with checking those first, but I think that's a lower value play overall. And it kind of let him down the path. So we do get the supers here again.
Good supers. Yeah, the 2 connectors didn't go anywhere that was useful. And just in the end, just cost him time. That he just wasn't able ever to make up. We do find Red Tower. I could see staying here and continuing on in Red Tower. You have super missiles to do Spazer.
Yep. And wreck ship.
Immediate wreck ship. That's not ideal this early because. I mean, this is a doable Fantoon fight, and these 2 runners are runners that could do Fantoon.
I mean, it's a 50-50
Kraid would be,
bosses,
50-50 that it's a boss you can kill, because of course, if it's Kraid.
I mean, you don't want to see Fantoon necessarily.
You want to see, honestly, you want to see Kraid. Osse's going to do it.
He wants the info. A bit frisky with the lead here.
Yeah, maybe. But he wants the info. There's that
extra early answer.
Because why not? Now, it'll be interesting to see if Zoast does the early X-ray check on this health. I kind of hope not, because this is
doable.
It's doable. He might go in for He could be going back for wreck ship, or he could just be going back to go back to Blooperin.
Oh no, he's gonna check this connector.
Also, this power bomb amount, you have to be very careful with your power bombs when you do this with only 5. It's very easy to use all your power bombs.
Ooh, so 2 early boss spots here where They're 50-50 on these.
This is, yep, that's
That's a reset.
Dragon.
So for Osse, that's actually going to make Kraid more appealing because now it's a 2/3 chance of a beatable boss there.
Yes.
So those might just be ahead here. Period. So nice super on that block.
I mean, Osse with the information is good, but you know, yeah. If this is a killable boss, and if this is Fantoon, that'd be huge
Yes.
for Zoast, because then he can just go back to Wreck Ship and actually do things. But what do we have? We have very vanilla Kraid. Okay, still a little bit ahead, but yeah, the Wreck Ship is not going to open up for Zoast, so that's better for Osse.
Nice thing is, though, this will give him 2 majors back here.
Yes.
Now, depending on what they are, he will have to remember that these are out of logic at this point. That might come into play with some decisions later. So he's gonna also see this. Knows he's got a good chance of a boss he can beat.
Osse, knowing this will not be Dragon, does not know that it isn't Ridley. Unfortunately, is gonna want that's not ideal.
Yeah, you've got some low. He's not stuck, but he's got some low percentage power bomb drops.
Oh, he's not even taking the save.
Well, okay,
wow.
You know what? He just resets back to Wreck Ship if it's.
Which is not ideal, but like.
Yeah.
The of note though, like the exit to the save station is one of the soft lock protections. Normally those are bomb blocks, but in the randomizer they are changed to be shot blocks.
This Kraid area is just trash. It's an
yep.
E-tank and a reserve. That's 2 reserves already.
Osse's gonna need a power bomb drop from this Kraid, otherwise he's gonna be in a. I mean, he's not soft lock because you can farm, and the bugs will eventually drop you a power bomb. But for anybody that's ever, okay, there we go. For anybody that's ever tried to farm a power bomb to get out of Kraid's lair, it's not fun. But he does get 2 power bomb drops, so he's fine.
Does have the information up on Zoast. With this energy, it looks like Zoast is going to go.
Yeah, he's going to go for it. No backups here. We're, again, quite a ways away from this being in logic. It's 6 tanks without Varia to make some of the weirder ways of doing this in logic, but those would still require something like bombs or ice beam. Very nicely done. What are we going to get out of this? An E-tank. Okay, well, like getting back safer, but not that much easier.
This will let them get back easier, because they won't have to wait for the waiver.
Right, because if you're really low health, you need to wait for the waiver to be able to deboost off it to not take the damage from these spikes that Zoast just took there.
Yeah, these 60 damage spikes are not.
Not for the faint of heart.
But yes, this whole trip is doable with no E-tanks, but it is not recommended. If you make a mistake, you are dead.
Yeah, Osse about to get his X-ray scope. We'll see if Osse also does the early X-ray check. He did it last time. The situation was a little bit better, but not much. I think he had a few more E-tanks mostly.
He had one more E-tank.
Okay, one more E-tank.
So it's basically the same energy. The E-tank is, as always, more useful. Though.
Okay, there's an early front of Lower Norfair that we can't do anything with. And we'll see what's at the top of Red Tower. Remember, we haven't seen any of the other criteria portals, just the one at Meme Route. Yep, Osse's also going to go for this E-tank. All right.
So well
Gets
done.
through. We're
Here's
also
another
getting...
sweeper.
Yeah, we're gonna get some more miners over here at the top of Red Tower. No charge beam yet. A few couple super packs is nice. I see you trying to do the swag, jump into the spot there, which is doable, but he okay, gives up on it. Not easy. Not an easy play to do. And we're going to take a save in case this is something you want to be able to reset. The biggest thing you'd want that save for is if you ended up in West Meridia with the ability to drop down or do the crab hole.
Yeah. So that's Green Bryn.
Okay, or we just find Green Bryn. I think Zoast wants the elevator knowledge, though.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see how long it is before we end up back in Criteria.
It could happen right here.
Could happen right here, yeah.
But it's not.
Nope. Oh, this
He's
isn't...
follow this over.
I mean, he's got to save if he
does have the save.
He has the save.
Oh, maybe yeah. He's literally just checking this one item.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's probably... I mean, if it's an E-Tank, he'll be able to keep it. If it's Varia, he'll be able to keep it. If it's anything else, he's not keeping it.
He just has the knowledge.
Yeah, because there's no crystal flashes. You know, it's way too far away from a crystal flash. He's barely gonna make it, but he does have that reserve. It's gonna let him get there.
So I kind of like the scout.
Bombs are nice, but yeah.
You basically
sadly,
know you're never gonna come back there.
Yeah, I'm sad that he's never getting bombs. Bombs is such a nice item, but is definitely not a hard required item. So.
Yeah.
But now we go to Green Brimstone. We'll see what Osse does with the same choices. Osse's also going to take the elevator up to see what that is. We'll see if he does anything with that elevator.
Well, this does make a lot of sense. I personally ran a race where I forgot one of the connectors here, which happened to work out really well, but I was very confused for a while.
Yeah, and Osse says, no, I don't need to check this. So he might get to keep bombs.
Also doesn't have the health.
No, you're right, he doesn't. Okay, so let's see where the other Green Bryn connector goes to. Turian! Oh boy. That's kind of really icky to have to come back to. Yeah.
Connector.
Osse's also going to check that connector, and then we get to do some Green Brinstar.
Yep.
Lots of items here, lots of miners, lots of majors.
Yeah,
we get everything but Waterway.
Green Bryn is very, very good to find early, just because you're going to get quite a few items. That'll be nice. Even if it's just your E-Tanks for your heat runs.
Yeah, I mean, it could be E-Tanks for heat runs. It could be, get a couple of power bomb packs, or you get my favorite item, the Space Jump.
You could.
Which makes a lot of the hell running easier. Now, the Norfair Reserve Tank in particular will be easier. Actually, and for Osse, the getting the Wave Beam item is going to be a little bit easier for him with that Space Jump. Yeah, I believe Spaceship was there the last seed too to answer chat.
Yes, I think it was.
Why not?
Oh my gosh, you didn't need
3.
That.
You don't need, you don't. Well, I mean, to be fair, the 30 reserve tank came in really handy in the last seed, but I imagine we won't be reverse.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I'm just gonna make an assumption that we're not gonna be reverse acid diving without Suit again. I mean, I could be wrong. There's no guarantee. We haven't seen back at LN yet.
There's the second power.
Yep. Yeah, it'd be nice if they got to 3 power bomb packs before they left Green Brinstar, because then it just having that crystal flash just in case for those hell runs, even just the small ones, is really nice. Just a nice peace of mind.
Wait, Osse, don't disappoint me.
He's gonna pick it up.
Yeah,
Told you.
I can't believe I've lost to this guy. With decisions like this.
Yeah, I mean, he makes up for a lot of that with movement.
Alright, so do we get our fourth tank here?
No, speed booster.
No high jump before it, though.
If that if there's something... If there's a connector the runners want to follow at the top of this elevator, that speed booster's in a horrible spot. If there isn't something the runners want to follow at the end of this elevator, then you just do waterway on your way back, and you go into Upper Norfair.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. If this is criteria, I'll kind of laugh, because if you do this from front to back... Oh, Zoast is just gonna go check waterway now. He goes, you know what? I want to know what that waterway is. So, I mean, that makes sense too. But yeah, if this is like one of the main criteria locations, it's gonna be kind of funny, because if you don't do meme route, you just come this way, do everything else you did in reverse.
You get it in order.
And you don't have to backtrack to this waterway check.
I actually disagree with those particular. I don't disagree with him coming back here, but I disagree with the timing of it. I do like the elevator check first, because if there's nothing, if it is a criteria connection, for instance, then you have the reserve check, you have the elevator, and there's a save up there you could just reset to it.
Yep. Just an E-tank, but that is going to make things a little bit better in terms of the hell runs that are probably coming.
Yeah, because if you come back here for this major and this connector now, and it's the back end of lower.
Now you're backtracking to backtrack to back. It's just a whole lot of backtracking.
But again, there's a lot of connectors they don't use.
Right. Okay, that is a super pack that I suspect Osse will pick up. We'll get an E-tank to get his health back. Basically, we do have enough E-tanks to put any potentially required hell runs in logic, because with one of the reserves and 4 available total, that is 5 total, which is the most.
Trying really hard to clip through the floor and save.
I mean, it's a really neat trick, but it only saves. I mean,
it is hard to gauge that because you can't see.
Yeah, he probably came out a little bit ahead. He did do it fast enough, but you can do that much faster. If you can't do it quickly, don't do it. It's not going to be worth the amount of time, because you won't actually save time.
Yeah, we'll see if he gets a little extra punished here for his order of operations.
Yeah, Osse's going to take the save.
Yeah,
I really like the save again. If this is West Meridia anywhere. You can do some checks in a way that means that if it's bad, you just have the reset right here.
Yeah, and tactical saves are a big feature of routing in a full area. I'm not just saving just because you might die. The tactical saves are arguably the more important decision to make. And yeah.
So that's gonna maximum punish Zoast, because we are nowhere near able to do anything in Lower Norfair.
Yep.
Whereas Osse will go back, he'll get Waterway, and this will give Osse a slight lead. And with a little extra knowledge as well.
Zoast will still probably be a little bit ahead, because Osse will be checking Waterway here, but... But yeah, this...
I do wonder, Osse did go back down the elevator from there. I do wonder if it's faster to reset or if it's faster to go back down. Obviously, the save is more about the Meridian, the West Meridian in particular. than it is about, you know, resetting and getting back faster. So I actually don't know which actually is faster. Osse's about to get his 4th E-tank.
I think the reset's about 13 seconds. But
so are we gonna have to just go back to criteria now? Like, oh no, we got Upper Norfair. We got a good amount of, yeah. We go back to Upper. What are you? That maybe
you're not making it to Firefly, and what is going to be at Firefly?
Well, he might make it. He's going to make it. Yeah. Oh no, he's not. He has one more heated room to go through before he makes it to Firefly.
Yeah.
But I can only assume that was the plan. Also, at that point, it's faster to die than to reset. That yes. I know.
If you are close to dying, just die.
Just die. Yeah.
You can't execute a reset faster than you can die. Okay, so with that is gonna put Osse back.
Yeah, so Osse a little bit ahead, plus a little bit of more knowledge, having gone and checked the wreck ship area, knows that Dragon's there.
Yep.
Zoast has a little extra knowledge here. Osse's probably going to see these bombs. And we still haven't found a connector back to criteria, interestingly. I don't think...
Two of their tanks are behind Kraid, so the heat run stuff is still...
Now, depending on how much is in that reserve, Osse might be able to check the wave beam location and get out. It will be tight, and it won't be an E-tank. We know it's bombs. Probably just goes straight to Bubble Mountain and does the stuff there. Or not, you know, he
heard you. He's just like, you know what?
Yeah, that's right. 10 minutes in the past.
You doubt me? Yeah, but Zoast's gonna pull a little bit further up just because.
Yeah, because he's done this check. He knows it's bombs. I'm sure he'd love to have bombs. Bombs is a very useful item. It is not a good enough item to go after in this situation, though.
Yeah.
It's just it's one of those items that you're sad to not have, but it's not required by any means. This is gonna get tight for Osse here.
Yeah, it really depends on how much energy he's got in that reserve.
Oh, that falls bad.
That's bad.
Okay, so...
Oh, okay, he's good.
I think he should be okay. He can't take another hit, though. Yeah, and also using missiles there instead of your beam, really smart. Okay, got another super missile for Zoast. Let's see what's at speed. Gore-Tech's a nice item. Not necessarily the ones they're hoping for. And Osse, we're gonna check the other items here. Oh no, he's gotta get it. He wants a little bit of health.
He wanted, yeah, to get to the refill spot.
I think he's got enough to get to the refill spot, but if you make any mistakes, you're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
Also, he would really have liked to have gotten a power bomb here.
Yes.
That would get him 11 total and 15 max, which would have been enough for a crystal flash. So he's going to take this save.
And this will respawn the enemies, which do have a fairly high big health drop rate.
Yep.
There you go. 79, I think this is.
This should be fine.
99 is good.
Oh, there's that.
There's a
third power bomb pack. Yeah, and that's the mistake that would have killed him if he had to come in here with only the 59 health.
Yeah.
But with 99, he just makes it.
That scree would have...
Oh, hi, Gravity Suit.
Thanks, Gravity. You ruined my pun.
Yeah, so Gravity Suit was in the Bubble Mountain area last time. It was not at that location. I want to say was it at Wave or Speed? I don't remember.
It was at Wave, I believe. Yeah, Gravity again. We have no East or West Meridia connectors found yet.
And we're still missing almost all of criteria.
Yep.
Maybe you got one branch that's like Norfair and stuff, and then the other branch is the other branch is the Meridias. screw attack for Osse. Space jump plus screw attack is so nice.
It is.
Zoast is going to check a connector over here at Chronic Boost. We'll see if he goes through it. One of the really nice things about having this space jump screw attack combination, especially the space jump in this case, being able to go down through, check the croc door and then get out. Oh, hi,
hey,
Criteria. Got back to Criteria. You check this connector and then what? I mean, Gauntlet isn't super high value, but you got space jump for screw attack. You could just space jump all the way through Gauntlet.
He's back of East Meridia. Zoast does not have the Dragon knowledge.
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah, he's reset. Because, yeah, that makes the boss... Like, right, for Osse, that's a 50-50.
Yeah.
Being Ridley. For Zoast, it's a 1/3 chance.
Yep.
Although, actually, it's a 2/3 chance of
he's okay, so I've seen Osse do the Ridley fight on 4 tanks. So I imagine Zoast could do the Ridley fight on 4 tanks. Considering he's got the 30 supers for it. It's certainly not what you're hoping to do. But he's got that information now, which is really nice. We'll see what connectors Osse decides to do now that he's got this gravity suit.
Yep, gravity suit is Crystal Flash, so he's safe checking anywhere right now.
Yeah, okay, so he's gonna go, he's gonna check, no, he's just gonna he's not gonna check the other one, which is fine. I hate doing this gate glitch when you have a timer on you is kind of annoying, but... Okay, we get some more criteria knowledge. I think Osse's just, Osse's just gonna skip the portal and use Speed Booster to go over to Business Center. And there's West Meridia. So Zoast now ahead in the portal knowledge, although Osse does have that Dragon knowledge over at Rickship.
I'm just gonna scout this major. Can get something good here still, but
just an E-tank.
It's all right. Like
the E-tank's still.
I mean, the E-tank, but
E-tanks could still come into play. I mean, we never did get Varia in the last seed, but
that's true.
And we haven't even seen Bomb Chorizo, so
well,
oh boy,
that's
a Varia suit. Yeah, just stay in Norfair. Osse needs ammo and connector information, and that's it. That's all he needs.
Yes, another E-tank at BT for. Although not having bombs was nice for this.
Yeah. Now he won't have to fight BT.
But yeah, Osse's in a really good spot with just needing ammo.
Now it'll be interesting to see if Zoast goes and does Gauntlet from here. I mean, it's really fast with this item loadout.
Yes. Like it's obviously it can't be Varia in the first place, and it's obviously not going to be. But you can still pull something nice. Like you could get Charge Beam and reduce the ammo buy.
Yep. Did not see where that portal went from the Upper Norfair. Sorry, the Upper Norfair elevator. There's the other end of East Meridia.
Yep.
And just an E-tank for Zoast. And Osse into ammo search mode.
Criteria full of E-tanks.
Has plenty of missiles. Would really like to get, let's see, 35 would like 5 more super packs to get to that 60, that magic 60 number.
Yeah, honestly, his ammo is not bad at all.
No.
Already.
And for every 3 missile packs beyond 40, that's going to help him. Zoast is just going to, he's going to grab these. This time Osse doesn't have charge beam, so if there's a shiny super pack sitting over at Precious Missiles, I think he picks it up.
He's gonna pick it up.
Zoast will get his Varia suit soon, so that's good. That detour into Criteria is gonna lose him time.
Yeah, that's just unfortunately for him a time sink.
Yeah, I don't know that Osse ever gets back into criteria at all.
Although
When you look at the connector, he knows how to get to Turian. He's in East Meridia. He's already done Kraid. He knows how to get to Wreck Ship. Like, I think he knows enough, even though he has nowhere near full portal knowledge. I think he has enough portal knowledge.
yeah, he
Also,
can get around. Like Zoast does have a lot more portal knowledge, but I'm not sure that the connectors are good enough to. That
no.
plus execution will catch him up.
Yep. Zoast gets the various suit. Also of note, Osse did get a plasma beam over at Batuni Tank, so he will. I mean, having the plasma beam is nice in Lower Norfolk. Doesn't really need it. The screw attack. Also, without charge, not that useful, but a nice quality of life item. Yeah, he's gonna grab. Yeah, not skipping the super pack. Zoast in the meantime is gonna make this check.
This is a problem for Zoast. Osse found Varia, skip this. He's just go, find ammo on the way.
Zoast needs this to be charge beam.
Yeah, Zoast needs like this spot to be charge beam. Ice is the second best option.
Yeah, but I don't think it.
That's not gonna save.
Charge beam makes a difference because you're not you now no longer care about ammo. You just go. You'll get your plasma beam on route because it'll be East Meridia. I mean, with 20 power bombs or 15 in Zo's case, ice beam. I mean, it does save time in Turian, but
it's not.
Not a huge
He
time
needed
save.
that to be charged to skip ammo because he can't.
Yes, he can't skip
ammo right now.
Or if he does, and there's wave beam for Osse, which is again another nice item.
I don't actually know. I guess that was maybe a pickup if charge is on path somewhere or something.
Yeah, Osse's looking for charge and only charge, and wave is good enough to keep. But if you do get charge, it makes your beam stronger, and if you don't get charge, it still makes it a little higher quality of life. Zoast is just gonna be in East Meridia now. I'm gonna do all this stuff.
Not checking the ammo here though. Which, you know what? If he thinks charge could be right on path there, which it could.
Well, I mean, his win condition right now is he needs to be skipping this ammo and find charge on path and have Osse take the extra time. But no, he doesn't know that.
Yeah, this is his best potential option.
Like, Osse could check a sand pit here, but I mean, I might check the right sand pit for 2 ammo items instead of the left sand pit for maybe charge and an ammo item. I would check those. Oh, he already did the aqueduct miners, didn't he? Or he just not do either. Yeah, I mean, there's really no reason other than those 2 ammo items for Osse to do those checks. With 60 missiles, he can easily get away with 55 supers. So 3 more super packs would put him in a go mode. 4 more super packs would be a very comfy go mode.
And Osse is going this way to scout the miner at Cathedral here. Otherwise, he would have just taken the speed booster path and gets rewarded for it.
Yeah, it's a good super. Yeah, there aren't going to be that many miners on path for Osse, so he's got to, do his best to get the ones he can.
And yeah, you see, like, Zoast his time is really running out because Osse just does not need that much more ammo. So there's really not that much more time save on ammo pickups that Zoast can have.
This is an interesting refill. Not entirely sure. I'm gonna take the save. Maybe he's not.
Does he forget he had Varia?
I don't know. It's like Zoast is perfectly capable of this Ridley fight. Having a couple extra supers makes makes sense.
No charge.
Yeah, I mean, but 30 missiles will make up for 6 supers. Sorry, for 5 supers. Having a couple extra supers is better. So he's gonna have to hit with 15 missiles, and then use his supers after that. I think he's got a little extra leeway beyond that. Yeah, Osse doing this check here, unfortunately only finds power bombs, so that's not going to help him at all. There are a couple minor locations in the wreck ship that he can check, depending on whether Fantoon is... no, Fantoon's not there. He's got Dragon there.
There's some fairly quick checks.
So, I think this is wreck ship first, but I would consider doing LN first? I don't know. Like, everything's far away from Turian.
Yeah.
No, I take that back. Turian is at Green Brinstar, and one of the sides of Lower Norfolk is at Green Brinstar. I mean, they're not the close connectors, but like you do this, you do this, then you go do
LN well rounded.
LN. I think this time, I think you do reverse acid dive, but you're not doing it with. you're not doing it.
You have Varia this time. You're pretty safe.
Yeah, so you're pretty safe. With Varia only, it's a 40 tanks is enough to do it. And he's got gravity. So you do this. You do the one ammo check. I mean, it would be more ideal if you could do this second, because then you get you get at least one more free ammo check, and you get a major check at least that you could choose to tech. But that's at the cost of some really bad backtracking.
Yep.
Okay, now he could get into Gomo. Yeah, he can get into that 40-60 equivalent by one more missile and one more super. But yeah, this is not the idea layout for ammo. I mean, Lower Norfolk, he's going in the front. He could check the Mickey Mouse location. He can check some of the escape.
Yeah, there'll be a few on the escape.
I imagine... Well,
like, if everything basically on path through here is missiles, he will be fine.
Okay, so...
As long as it's not a bunch of power bombs showing up.
So just looking at our portals, I guess we have a couple West Meridia portals we haven't seen. We have the back of Wreck Ship. We have the back of Lower Norfolk.
So one West Meridia
one goes to Croc. Yeah.
And the other, unless West Meridia connects to its all. But
which can happen.
Yeah, and then Wreck Ship, back of Wreck Ship can connect to Croc, which
we also have front of LN though. So.
No, we've seen that.
Oh, we did. Oh, no, sorry, back of LN. Have we seen back? No, we did see back. Yeah, you're right. We saw back
of LN is top of green, right?
Yeah, you're right. Which means we won't be doing reverse acid dive. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back at LN, and then we're gonna go into Turian. Yeah. That's got to be a pretty good feeling for Osse. Zoast is still searching out Charge Beam, but at this point, it's not going to be enough. He is going to get... I mean, his ammo situation... Well, super situation is better than Osse's. He just got to 50, and there's a couple places that Osse's gotten ammo that he hasn't.
Yeah.
But...
He's
two more supers. Osse needs two more supers, or one super and a missile.
Yeah, I mean, the Ice Beam is going to save time in terrain on the Metroids, but it's not that... It's not making up this difference. It's a big problem for him right now.
Not by itself. If Charge Beam had been there, it would have been better. We're not doing Croc.
Oh, there's Croc. Yes, please.
Trying to get out of there without high jumps is a little annoying. You do have to do a wall jump off of there.
Yes. So this is going to take Zoast to back Wreck Ship, which is actually kind of ideal where it wants to be.
Yeah, at this point, just going there and doing it from the back. I mean, it's not going to be any faster to backtrack all the way to the other side of this and go in that way.
Like, he is going to make this close. It's just, unfortunately for him, with how the seed has worked out and how they both rallied it, it put him in a little bit behind.
So Osse just does a normal LN. We'll leave out the back.
Yep.
Has a reasonable number of ammo spots
So
on the way.
If you're wanting a game 3, you want every miner Osse comes across to be a power
Be a power bomb.
Missiles do not help. Missiles still help Osse.
Like 4 missiles, and he'd be at that 40-60 equivalent.
Yep.
It wouldn't be comfy, but it's doable. We'll see if he even checks the mouse missiles here. I would, like.
Yeah, I think you check this here. But Osse does not.
Osse says no. I feel like the only miner there's actually a few miners we didn't see in Green Bryn, which
he could check the Editoons miner.
I was more. I mean, that is one.
Mission
I was
Impossible
thinking.
And Spore Spawn.
Yeah, I was thinking Mission Impossible and Spore Spawn would be better checks.
Hey,
we're gonna get
that Mickey Mouse is faster than those, but
yeah, but he might not. Like, if he just gets him at Lower Norfair Escape, then he just doesn't need any of that. Plus, he's gonna get a free check at Wasteland. Yeah, chat asking what leads to Lower Norfair Elevator. I'm pretty certain that's the middle of Red Tower.
Yeah, that's
what I'm looking at. The tracker confirming it. There's another super for Osse that gives him 65, 50. So one more power bomb. One more missile or one more super, and he's in go mode. And I'm willing to bet he'll check at least 2 of the escape. I don't think you check power bombs in jail. Maybe you check the Firefleet E-Tank just in case it's charge beam. But there's 2 other miners on the way out. And just one of them needs to be not a power bomb. But I would check both and hope that you just get a little bit of a cushion.
We're gonna have to do an ammo fan too.
I mean, with this
any slow patterns or
with these missiles, it's like kind of. I mean, obviously, if you could have had microwave, that would have been ideal.
Starts with the slow. Pretty solid doppler there.
Yeah, I think this will Orse be a 3-round. Interesting that Zoast didn't check the ocean missiles there because it's right there and he hadn't done it before. It might have been a power bomb pack though, I'm not sure.
Don't remember. Yeah, Zoast's making his way toward front of Ellen here.
Yep, he's got the route right. Just in the end, just the extra portal checks just to find all the other criteria connectors just took too long.
The portal information is very good, and it does feel a lot more comfortable when running to have the information, but you do need to balance that with your checks as well. And nothing he did was wrong.
No, of course
he didn't
not.
do anything wrong. It's just the way the seed happened to work out this time.
Yeah, I mean, if varies in another location, maybe somewhere in Meridia or something, this is a very different situation because those portal checks become much more valuable, and now you're possibly skipping Varia, maybe.
Like you had bombs, gravity, and screw attack at Bubble Mountain. Like, what's the chances of your last 2 Upper Norfair items not being E-Tanks?
I know, right? Yeah, Osse choosing not to go for the Firefleet charge beam possibility. Given how many locations he has left, this makes it is going to scout this. Probably only picks it up if he's. I could see maybe picking that up for a super. Yeah, yes, they are.
Prime against his ammo count. Well, there you
Errors,
go.
yeah, there we go. I think he still checked the last check here because it's just right there. But now he does not need to do any of the extra burn star checks that we mentioned earlier.
Yep, now he's just...
So even if this is like this is a missile or super, you pick it up, and if it's a power bomb, you don't care as much. But it's a missile. 70-55 is pretty comfy.
Yep.
Osse is gonna have to most likely do a speed Zeb skip. He doesn't really have to. He could just shoot the Zebs out with the missiles. Would have to refill if that happens. I fully expect him to just do the speed Zeb skip. Meanwhile, Zoast is going to be at 40-55 here, so we'll be at 45. If he gets those 2 ammo items, he will be at 55-60, also a very comfy amount. But this is, at this point, this is Osse's race to lose.
Yep, he's just got to work his way up to the other end of Green Bryn. Didn't mean to go in that tube, but it's already been there.
Alright, and here we are in Turian. Osse, once again, I'm going to have to do this with power bombs. I showed very great proficiency doing it the first time.
And again, has at least 3 power bomb packs, so not going to have any issues.
In contrast to the last seed, with only four regular E-tanks. Or last seed, what do you have, like 12? Was he at 12 and 3 or something?
Something like that, yes. One more Metroid room here.
Yeah, in contrast, like this seed has been super straightforward, I would say, in contrast to seed 1.
Yes,
had quite the shenanigans to it.
Seed 1 was the type of seed that I would like to play against one of these players.
Yep.
This is the type of seed I'm not going to have a chance.
Nope, absolutely. I totally agreed. Like, seed 1 is the type of seed that I'm going to go find that fairy suit and hope my opponent dies 20 times trying to do that reverse acid dive. I mean, in fairness, Osse died 3 times, so I'm not sure it would have been enough, but, you know.
Does get grab this one. Does not have high jump, and doing a high jumpless baby skip is definitely more difficult.
In the old style, it doesn't even save time. Maybe saves a second at most. I believe the newer Stachio skip saves a little more time if you can pull it off. So you're going to pre-open the first red door. I like this because you can just take this refill immediately. Doesn't actually need to do that. Has enough because of that extra super pack. All right. Let's see how long it takes Osse to get the speed sub skip. Also, if you're wondering why Osse went ahead and used supers on the door in the Ghidorah, if you're going to refill, because you can't refill your supers, you're going to want to use missiles on them. But if you're not going to refill, a super is the equivalent of 3 missile shots. But if you shoot, so on the Ghidorah, it's completely even. But on the
there you go.
On the missile door there at the end, it's more efficient to use the 1 super for 300 damage instead of the 5 missiles for 500 damage. I love it when the rows get right into the tank like that. I've often heard runners say it's actually more like MB1 in this situation is more scary than MB2 because one snipe or the wrong snipe can just end your day.
The pellet snipes can be disastrous.
Yeah, so he's just gonna fire off all the missiles, and then he's gonna fire off. I didn't count see how many supers he had to start the fight.
Let's, if you crouch there, I'll see you. You either need to crouch in the corner or step forward about a block to be able to just angle up and be fine.
All right.
Not that I know anything about problems with Mother Brain from experience.
Yeah, never happened to you.
If you have run this game at all, you will have done some stupid things against Mother Brain.
For sure.
Osse did make it through, so this is gonna be it.
Yep, no stand up without charge beam and without 7 E-tanks, so we're just gonna have to wait this out. This is the most stressful time of the run. Just waiting this, and you're staring at the race room as you're sitting there, like you're waiting for that dot done to happen.
If I am racing and I am at this cutscene and my opponent has not finished, I am expecting to see that finish pop up while I'm in this cutscene.
All right, now we get finally just the last shots here with the hyper beam and the escape.
40 shots and run. And even though this is very straightforward, there are things you do to save, lag, which is a feature, but you don't want to see it, I guess. And
but
some door corrections especially.
You don't want to just sit there in the lag corner and fire a bunch of shots and make this fight slower?
No. So yeah, Osse would using the jump and the angle up to reduce the lag frames. This next room after Mother Brain is actually the biggest culprit I see a lot of players do. I guess I would say, do a fairly poor job of doing this door correction. Now Osse, I believe, is going to do this. Well, actually, he did all right, but it was not the best. Did a little extra push on the right there, but you can get that door correction. And door corrections are where the door is not centered in the screen, so the screen adjusts to put it in the center before transitioning rooms, and those are slow. So that's little things like that pop up in the escape that you want to try and minimize and reduce to try and get finished just a little bit faster. And with that, Osse has taken game 2. That is both games in this series. So Osse will be moving on and advancing.
And Zoast did finish this out. Finish up with so Osse with the 54-22. Zoast finishing up at 57-55. Unfortunately, accidentally discarded the delay, so we won't actually get to see him finish up. But Osse will be moving on, showing that when it comes to randomizer, he is one of the best. And watch out the rest of losers bracket.
Yeah. Whichever one of these runners was advancing was going to be a
Yeah, I
problem
mean,
for
yeah.
whoever they
Oh,
face.
for sure. And looks like we're gonna have both of our runners joining us shortly. And there's Osse, and I know Zoast is waiting. Yeah, Osse and Zoast. GG's to both of you.
Hey, and GG.
All right, so seed 2, pretty straightforward seed. The big difference was Zoast just doing the extra portal checks. Really, there wasn't much else to say other than Osse, you didn't check extra portals in Upper Norfair. You found a Vari-suit and you said I'm in go mode other than just picking up ammo. Zoast did those extra checks, and that was the game.
Yeah, like to me the seed looks straightforward, and I did every slow thing I could while finding the main progression path. So I was kind of worried at the end.
But yeah, I mean, it was weird because you both did the early meme route, and it's like, are we gonna ever get back to criteria? Osse, I'm not sure you did.
No, I never did. I'm missing like half my portals. I didn't do West Meridia or criteria or the back ends of a lot of lost zones.
And just goes to show that there's no one size fit all answer in randomizer, because I know we've seen a few races where skipping portals has really hurt players, and then this one is like, nope, if you skip the portals, you're hard punished. And then the first race, first of all, you proved us all wrong. We thought you were gonna have to use 2 crystal flashes to get through the reverse acid dive, but Zoast had a really creative way. I like what he did to get through that reverse acid dive with a spike suit and saving that E-tank for at the end.
Yeah, save the E-tank would have made it pretty free for me.
So you want to talk about what your thought process was through that weird, hey, like Vari was virtually hard required, except it wasn't.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was aiming for with that, was to skip that. I was assuming it was an E-tank hit Firefly, and I was trying to skip it until the return and all that. Yeah, I mean, that was the plan, and the Shine Spark is just a Rambo strat that I've wanted to show in the tournament.
Yeah, I'm glad you got a chance to. That was really cool.
There's probably better use, or there's probably better situations to use it, but maybe it helped there. I'm not sure how much it helped really, but it was cool.
Let's just say I don't believe you died in reverse acid dive. Osse, I think you took 3, and the only reason I know is because it says how many deaths you have at the end. So
Yeah,
I was at the exact amount of health where I could barely make it, or if I crystal flash, I could barely make it to the end. So I just had to play really well. I kept making mistakes.
Yeah, I thought maybe like we were speculating whether you do the lower Norfair boss first, and I really thought Zoast. I like that you decided you just did the lower Norfair boss, and then went back up to what you knew had to be the Kraid boss. And it did end up being Ridley, if I remember correctly. And then you could just do your refills up there and be ready for the reverse acid dive. Osse, you took the other approach and skipped the boss and had to come back and do it, which I think because you had enough ammo for a couple crystal flashes, but you didn't have enough ammo on, like you had enough max ammo, but not enough actual ammo.
Yeah, the first seed for me, it felt like I was getting ping-ponged like hard way across the map.
Yes.
Progression.
Yep. Yes, because that's because you were.
I was, yeah, and like near the end, I think that long tunnel through all those areas, I think Should have realized it before, like, a couple of the checks I made after that, and then it would have been obvious if I would have sat down and thought about. I could have saved some time routing there, and my routing was kind of crappy the first run, but I felt pretty good about that second seed, even if it was probably more linear. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how I played, how I went out on this tournament. I think I
Yeah, I
would've
mean,
beat
it's
a number of
tough.
people, but Aussie is so dang good. So
I
like,
know it's
you
it's
know.
tough when you end up in the losers bracket and you have to face someone like Osse who's won this tournament before. So
One thing I wish I would have taken more like, what do you call them? Throw more haymakers, or try to shoot more home runs, hit more home runs. I wish I would have went from some riskier plays. I think that would have been smarter. I think that's one thing I should have done that I should have done that I didn't.
I think this mode in particular, it could be very hard sometimes to understand what would be your best, I guess, gamble to make as well. Especially like you in general had more connector info, so you would have had a better idea. But in general, with the full area, it's a lot harder to say like, yes, this is the move I need to make if I feel behind. It's hard to make that decision while you're trying to route and continue on the path you've already trained to do.
Yeah, and it's not always even the risky in terms of like dangerous and things that might kill you plays. Like I don't blame either one of you for not going back to Croc where that various suit was, but it's entirely possible that had you gone back for it, or even had you survived long enough to see it when you were down in Croc the first time, knowing where that was, you might just pick it up. And with Osse taking a few tries to get through reverse acid dive, we might have had a different result. It's hard to say.
Yeah. So in the first seed, it was about when I hit Croc when I saw that we had to go through Lower Norfair front and back. That's when I really started collecting all the majors, but still left that one.
Yeah.
We were down to when we saw the credits, we were down to that and Shack Tool, because we did see, because Zoast did check Waterway, and if that had been Varia, that would have been really good for him. But yeah, it was like these three, at one point there were these three like awful locations to go back to that could have been Various Suit. One of them had to have it. And it's like, do you risk it or do you go after it? And, if you feel like you have the skill to get through the reverse acid dive without it, then, I definitely, see, not going back for it.
Yep.
At that point, what can you do, really? I mean, if you can do it, you might as well go ahead and do it. Try to do it.
Yeah.
And it was cool to see you both get through it successfully.
Yep, and using two different methods as well. So.
Like I said, I'm pretty happy with it overall. I mean, I didn't round all the best, but I mean, I kind of expected that, and spent as much time as Osse, so.
Yeah, and I feel I feel like you haven't done a lot of area rando. I don't recall you playing very many of the area modes in League, for instance. So
I got some training from Kip, which helped a lot. But I am still kind of noob on it. Still kind of newbie on it. I mean, obviously my movement's good and stuff, and I understand rando decently, but
So yeah, I do hope you stick with it, and we will see you in future tournaments. But unfortunately, it's the end for you this time. So like, going out? What else? What do you have to say?
Oh, go Kip, go Derp, go Osse, go everybody! I hope y'all have some good matches all the way to the top, and I'll be watching. And I'll try to participate next time, maybe do better. But I had fun. Thanks for hosting the tournament. Thanks everybody. Make a big shout out to everybody that's commentating and tracking. Trackers don't get enough love. Thanks y'all for everything.
Yeah, thanks Zoast. And yeah, Tracker is absolutely the MVP WX fan, clicking those buttons for us behind the scenes. Now, Osse, you'll be moving on, and let me see if I don't think we know your matchup. I think you're going to be waiting on someone, but let's see what I can find out. No, you do know your matchup. You'll be playing MM2 Nest Cartridge in the next round. Thoughts?
I don't know. MM2 is pretty good. Knows the mode well. I don't know. Just gonna be a tough match.
Absolutely, and good luck to you moving forward. Anything else? Anything anyone wants to add before we go ahead and close it out?
I'll just also say that I like the two seeds that we raced today. I think they showed the mode well, and they were fun to play too. And so it's fun to race Zoast.
Thank you for the match, Osse.
Yep. And thank you both. It's absolutely a pleasure to call races for you guys. All right. This is not it for Super Metroid today. We do have 2 more scheduled series today at 6 o'clock, 6:10. We have Farflu versus Tony T. Young, and that will be all 3 games of their series. And then at 9 o'clock, we will have the first 2 games of the Derp versus Nevdi series. Tomorrow, also we'll have Kip versus Sloters Game 3, as well as if there is a Game 3 for Derp versus Nevdi, that'll be the Kip Sloters at 2 o'clock, and Derp Nevdi will be at 9 o'clock if there is a Game 3 tomorrow. So hope you all will tune in for those. Again, shout outs to our tracker, WX Fan, and of course MST for joining me on the call. We did this kind of last minute, so it was great that we got to do this together. And yeah, that's gonna do it for us, and we'll see you at the next race.